Hey, you beautiful twin flames, and welcome back to Tarot for You 444. If you haven't got a copy yet, why not go and get one? Ready? We're going to pause the video. Did you get one? Good. I hope so. Some of you say you did and you didn't. Yes. That's all we need to start the day or to end the day. I have got an urgent message for twin flames. Okay. So, thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. It's kind of early here in Australia, so I've got my morning voice on, my morning eyes on. But we need to hear from Divine Masculine. A lot of Divine Masculines are having a very difficult time in their karmic life. And or the world situation is, not helping them. Spirit are here to say there is a lucky cycle. There is a lucky cycle coming through. Okay, good. Alrighty. Just bear with me as I get the cards out here. Okay, good. Okay, so if you're on the twin flame journey, you'll know that it's a very, very healing journey as you journey towards yourself and then your counterpart. So the whole idea here, and some of you are very off balance at the moment. I can feel that as I connect with your energies. All right, so the whole idea is we come into union with ourself first and foremost, and then we come into that wholeness of knowing that we are healed, and then we can come into union with our twin flame. All right. So I want you to just for a minute imagine I so can't draw, it's really funny. Alright. That's supposed to be a battery. Does it look like a battery? It's not. Hasn't got the roundness of a battery, but you understand that we have a positive and a negative charge. And right now, the masculine energy, many of the collective are going through this negative time, and the feminines are feeling relatively positive. Relatively, not 100%, but you can see here how we have a negative and a positive. And what I'm trying to say here is that the twin flames do need one another, because as they come together, they can look to the other to see what needs healing in themselves. So, as an example, Divine Masculines are finding it hard to speak at the moment, but as an example, the Divine Masculine might come to you with a problem. And so then Divine Feminine would listen to that problem, and using her experience, she would say, well, this is what I suggest you do. And she might be coming from a very psychic or intuitive space as she gives her answer, or she might be coming from a space of having been through this before, so she knows what to do. Okay? And so as the twins come together, they see what needs healing, and then they go away and do that healing. Okay? Which is the general consensus of what happens with twin flames and why they go into separation. What I'm trying to say in this video is that sometimes the twin flames, as they're in the separation, are going through difficult times, and when they come together, the healing begins. Okay, so there's two kind of little stories with this battery. As the divine masculine is in a negative space, you'll usually find in many cases that the divine feminine is in a positive space, especially when the two polar opposites here are at an extreme. So if the divine masculine is really, really, really going through it, you'll many times find that divine feminine's actually having a really blissful, good time. Or vice versa. The other messages here is that we have the positive and negative charge, which could also be stated as being the masculine and the feminine charge, which are opposites to one another. So I'm not going to say that the masculine's negative or that feminine's positive, but we could flip it and say either or. I'm not trying to give labels here. I'm just trying to give an example. And so the feminine energy needs the masculine energy, sorry. And the masculine energy needs the feminine energy. And so even though if they come together and they talk about problems, they can use that time of separation to heal. But if they've got problems already in the separation phase, they can also come together and heal one another. This can happen through making love with one another. Excuse me. This can also happen with the intention of love here. And it can also happen, I'm trying to figure the right words that I'm trying to say here, with intention. So if your intention is to heal your twin flame, then your thought and your action goes a long way. I don't know, I feel like I want to quote some kind of poet that might say, you know, the only thing you'll ever need to do is to love. I don't know, I think in the movie The Moulin Rouge, there is an actual quote there. And maybe one of you divine feminines might know it. But he says something like, the only thing you'll ever learn is just to be loved and loved in return. Or something like that. Don't quote me on that because that's not the exact quote. But it's this feeling of, through love, everything can be healed. And right now, Divine Masculine Collective is in need of this healing. Divine Masculine knows that the feminine can heal any situation that he's in a karmic situation. If he's in any kind of people, place or situation, people, place or location situation, even if he doesn't have much to offer her at this time, He knows that when he thinks of divine feminine, it's very healing. Many divine feminines are thinking of sorry, oh my goodness, can you feel the confusion in the divine masculine? He's trying to speak through me. He feels confused or tired. So many divine masculines realize that when push comes to shove and when they don't know what to do, it's the divine feminine keeping the faith, holding the space, and that's what keeps him going. Something in the home here has caused him sadness, and a loss of power. There's been a loss of power, a loss of strength. Wow. A loss of strength. This is the second time in a row that I've done a reading where I'm losing my voice. He feels like he's losing his power in a home situation. Perhaps even losing money. He feels small. He feels lost. We have 2 pages here. I don't feel like I can send you a message right now. I'm trying to remain resourceful here. But it's very difficult. You know, this man here in this card is standing still. He's not actually moving. Divine masculine finding it very difficult to move. He can't believe what's going on in his karmic life. He can't believe that people could be so cruel. He can't believe that people could make him feel any kind of way. Many divine feminine are confused about what on earth is going on with their divine masculine. You know, they're not being passionate. They're not being as loving. They're not necessarily coming in and showing this victorious, you know, he's normally passionate, he's normally loving, and there's just nothing. It's like it's all gone on the back burner. And so divine feminine's kind of going, scratching her head going, what's going on here? Some divine feminine thinking, you know what, I'll just be single. This is too confusing. I don't want to deal with this. I thought everything was fine. Or coming to be fine. You know, we had the Lionsgate portal. You know. So she's confused. She's not in a negative vibration though. You know, this feeling of being left out in the cold because divine masculine wasn't coming in is a past feeling. She still loves him. Many divine feminines are focusing upon themselves, feeling freer in themselves. We have this polarity here again, where the divine feminine seems to be doing okay and the divine masculine really struggling in this collective that I'm channeling for today. It seems divine feminine, many divine feminine have let go of any ideas of what may come. You know, because nothing was coming or not much was coming, perhaps only small offers were coming, perhaps just a few messages or not many messages. She kind of went, well, I'll just do me. And then the shit kind of hit the fan for the divine masculine. So if divine feminine is working on herself, which is a great thing, you would expect that divine masculine would be drawn to coming into her. You know, because as you focus on yourself, the question is divine feminine, as she's focusing upon herself, is she raising her vibration, or is she still in some kind of argumentative karmic cycle of her own? I feel like many divine feminines have still got this karmic cycle going on themselves. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So this is an enlightenment here for divine feminine. She knows that she's supposed to focus on herself, focus on her mission. Excuse me. She's trying not to be worried about what her divine masculine's doing. She's trying to commit herself to her spiritual path here. But there is this kind of underlying subconscious, not conscious, subconscious. Where is he? Why isn't he messaging? Or why isn't he messaging me a lot? Why isn't it the same? I'm still worrying about when the message is coming through. I might not be sleeping well. I might not be feeling 100%. And this feeling here is also reflected back in the divine masculine, who normally seems to be in this strong and powerful energy. But there's a need here for him to take back control. For him to take back control, because, you know, as he gives his energy away, or even as the divine feminine gives her energy away in arguing or pursuing ego-oriented things, there's not enough energy left for love. You can't be in your ego and in love at the same time. It's impossible. They're opposites of one another. And so a message from Spirit is coming through. Divine feminine kind of pretending she's okay, but not really. Underlying, she's not really. She's been worrying about her divine masculine. Divine masculine so exhausted that he can't give much to the connection, because he's allowed these other people around him who are in their ego to fight with him, to take his power. Message from Spirit coming through now. Wow, this is a huge message. This is very important. Divine feminine negating the love here in the past. Negating the love because her focus has been on when is my divine masculine coming in. As you focus on when and where and how and why and all of that, it's kind of like mistrusting the universe. It's kind of a mistrust in the universe. So there's this kind of weird energy coming from divine feminine, you know. I'm trusting in the journey, but when is he coming in? I'm trusting in the journey, but why hasn't he messaged? I'm trusting in the journey, I'll focus on myself, but when are we getting married? Okay, when, where, and why won't come to mind if you're in your heart space. Because if divine masculine is in his heart space too, then both of you will automatically intertwine and work it out easily. It'll be a lot easier. You know, if one's in their ego and one's in their heart space, there's this disconnect. If both are in their ego, there's this disconnect. As they both come into love, there's a connect here. So Spirit is saying, divine masculine spending a lot of time on his own. Divine feminine has been overthinking this journey, trapping herself in thoughts of where is he, when's he coming in, why isn't he coming in, can't he just be here already and take me away, why can't that happen? Divine masculine just so exhausted that he can't even think straight right now. So there's a need for both of them to come up in this vibration from this third dimensional consciousness out of the ego and into the heart space. Divine masculine really needing divine feminine to step it up right now. To step it up right now. And as she steps it up, it'll help him step it up. And there we have a married couple now. Okay, a match here. Mad Mark and BJ together forever. Imagine writing that in a tree. You know, we need divine masculine to be in his joy again, to start laughing again, to be wearing his funny hat. And divine feminine has been so trying to be this high priestess for so long. But she was upside down for a minute, trying to stay in this high vibration, but still having this negative Nancy kind of underlying theme going on. And that affects your divine masculine. He's not coming in. He's not calling. He's not texting. He doesn't love me. He must be with someone else. You're sending that vibration out into the universe. Stop doing that. And say, my divine masculine is the most beautiful soul that ever walked the earth. My divine masculine is coming to me, or is here already. Right? Be in that vibration of feeling it already. Feel that he is with you already. Know that he is there already with you. He needs comfort right now. He needs you to step it up, divine feminine, so that he can feel powerful again. A lot of injustices going on. A lot of bad luck going on for him. A lot of drama going on. Plus the whole world situation. You know, he's exhausted. He needs you. He needs you to step it up. He really does. This is an urgent message for twin flames. Divine feminine, do not be in that confusing energy anymore. Let go of judgment, let go of bitterness, let go of confusion, and come into unconditional love. Go and get some sunshine. Eat healthily. Have a bubble bath. And send your divine masculine healing and love. Many of his chakras are blocked right now. His throat chakra for one. His solar plexus could actually also be his sacral and his root. He needs you right? The divine masculine is normally represented by the sun, and divine feminine by the moon. He needs you to send him loving and healing energy right now. This Lionsgate portal was very, very harsh, and especially for karmics, it made them kind of go a little bit batshit crazy, all right? Because of the beautiful energy being sent down to the earth, third dimensional consciousness people can kind of go crazy. It's like a full moon on steroids. And this energy lasts until the 13th of August. And I feel like divine masculine has been covered by all of this yuckiness from these third dimensional consciousness people, family, friends included. Family and friends included. Just mentally giving him a hard time, making him physically exhausted, taking away his strength. He may even be in his own ego right now because he's been pushed from his higher consciousness down. So divine feminine, you need to be the star right now and come in. Yeah. He may not even tell you that he's going through a hard time. My throat's going crazy, trying to tell you now to help him. He needs your help. Okay? So yeah, sorry, no mucking around today because it's a very serious message for twin flames. I love you all very much. And I want you to stay in your joy. As you stay in your joy, you automatically raise your vibration. As you have gratitude for what you do have in your life, not for what you don't have. Don't worry about what you don't have and what you think you need. Have gratitude for what you do have in your life. And as you do that, you'll keep your vibration higher and you'll feel better. And then this energy goes out into the universe and comes back to you. So if you want more joy, be joyful. If you want more love, be loving. If you want more kindness, be kind. If you want more happiness, be happy. It all starts from within. Wow. Work on your throat chakra too. Eat blue foods. Sing. Singing's great for the throat chakra. That will also help your divine masculine and get rid of any stuck energies inside of you. Okay. Eat healthy food. Get some sunshine. Love your children. Love like children do. And have a beautiful day, night, afternoon, evening or morning, wherever you are in the world. And if you haven't got a cuppa yet, go and get one. Hopefully tomorrow's energies won't be as urgent and as pivotal as today's. All right, so we can maybe have a little muck around tomorrow because we sometimes need to do that. I'll see you soon. Okay, bye.